What's going on, everybody? Sports Player 2.0 Daniel here, and guys, we went 2-2 in the NHL and 5-6 in the NBA. So we had a so-so day in the NHL, but a bad day in the NBA. We went 5-6, which is one game under 500 in the NBA, and we went 2-2, which is so-so. So we got to rebound big time in both sports. So let's move on to tomorrow's games. The Rangers are going to Philadelphia to face the Flyers. The Rangers come in at 15-13-4, and the Flyers come in at 15-13-4, the same record. And the last game these two teams played last time, and the New York Rangers won 8-3. The likely starters for this game is Igor Shesterkin for the New York Rangers and Brian Elliott for the Philadelphia Flyers. And the New York Rangers are a favorite in this one. Give me the Rangers to win this game on the road in Philadelphia. Next up, we have the Vegas Golden Knights going to Colorado to face the Avalanche. The Golden Knights come in at 22-8-1, and the Avalanche come in at 21-8-3. The last game these two teams played last time, and the Colorado Avalanche won 5-1. The likely starters for this game is Robin Lehner for the Vegas Golden Knights and Philip Grubauer for the Colorado Avalanche. And the Colorado Avalanche are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Golden Knights to win this game on the road in Colorado. Next up, we have the Buffalo Sabres going to Boston to face the Bruins. The Sabres come in at 6-22-4, and the Bruins come in at 16-8-5. The last game for the Buffalo Sabres, they lost 4-0 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins, and for the Boston Bruins, they lost 4-3 in overtime versus the New York Islanders. And the likely starters for this game is Dustin Tokarski for the Buffalo Sabres and Yaroslav Halak for the Boston Bruins. And the Boston Bruins are a favorite in this one. Give me the Bruins to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Blue Jackets going to Detroit to face the Red Wings. The Blue Jackets come in at 13-13-8, and the Red Wings come in at 10-20-4. The last game for the Columbus Blue Jackets, they lost 4-3 in overtime versus the Carolina Hurricanes, and for the Detroit Red Wings, they lost 7-1 versus the Nashville Predators. So both teams coming off losses, they're both looking to rebound. And the likely starters for this game is Jonas Korpisalo for the Columbus Blue Jackets and Thomas Greiss for the Detroit Red Wings. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are a favorite in this one. Give me the Blue Jackets to win this game on the road in Detroit. Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning going to Carolina to face the Hurricanes. The Lightning come in at 24-7-2, and the Hurricanes come in at 22-7-3. The last game for the Tampa Bay Lightning, they lost 4-3 versus the Stars, and for the Carolina Hurricanes, they won 4-3 in overtime versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the likely starters for this game is Andrei Vasilevsky for the Tampa Bay Lightning and James Reimer for the Carolina Hurricanes. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are a favorite in this one. Give me the Lightning to win this game on the road in Carolina. Next up, we have the Edmonton Oilers going to Toronto to face the Maple Leafs. The last game for the Edmonton Oilers, they won 4-2 versus the Winnipeg Jets. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won 3-2 in overtime versus the Ottawa Senators. The Oilers come in at 21-13-0, and the Maple Leafs come in at 21-10-2. The likely starters for this game is Mike Smith for the Edmonton Oilers and Jack Campbell for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Oilers to win this game on the road in Toronto. Next up, we have the New York Islanders going to Pittsburgh to face the Penguins. The Islanders come in at 22-8-4, and the Penguins come in at 21-11-2. The last game for the New York Islanders, they won 4-3 in overtime versus the Boston Bruins, and for the Pittsburgh Penguins, they won 4-0 versus the Buffalo Sabres. And the likely starters for this game is Semyon Varlamov for the New York Islanders and Tristan Jarry for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are a favorite in this one. Give me the Penguins to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Nashville Predators going to Chicago to face the Blackhawks. The Predators come in at 16-17-1, and the Blackhawks come in at 16-13-5. The last game for the Nashville Predators, they won 7-1 versus the Detroit Red Wings. And for the Chicago Blackhawks, they won 3-0 versus the Florida Panthers. And the likely starters for this game is UC Saros for the Nashville Predators and Kevin Lankinen for the Chicago Blackhawks. And the Chicago Blackhawks are a favorite in this one. Give me the Blackhawks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Florida Panthers going to Dallas to face the Stars. The Panthers come in at 29-4, and the Stars come in at 11-8. The last game for the Florida Panthers, they lost 3-0 versus the Chicago Blackhawks, and for the the Dallas Stars, they won 4-3 versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the likely starters for this game is Chris Driedger for the Florida Panthers and Anton Khudobin for the Dallas Stars. And the Dallas Stars are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Panthers to win this game on the road in Dallas. Next up, we have the Winnipeg Jets going to Calgary to face the Flames. The last game for the Winnipeg Jets, they won 3-2 versus these Flames. Yep, these two teams played each other last time, and the Winnipeg Jets won 3-2. They actually played today, and the Winnipeg Jets won 3-2. The Jets come in at 21-11-2, and the Flames come in at 15-17-3. And I don't know who's favored in this one. The likely starters for this game is Laurent Brossoit for the Winnipeg Jets and David Riddick for the Calgary Flames. And like I said, I don't know who the favorite is, but I'm going to go with the Flames here. Give me the Flames to win this game at home. And the final match of the day in the NHL, we have the San Jose Sharks going to Arizona to face the Coyotes. The Sharks come in at 13-15-4, and the Coyotes come in at 15-14-5. These two teams played today also, and the Arizona Coyotes won 5-2. The likely starters for this game is Devin Dubnyk for the San Jose Sharks and Dean Hill for the Arizona Coyotes. And I don't know who's favored in this one, but give me the Sharks to win this game on the road in Arizona. And that does it for the NHL. Let's move on to the NBA. The Knicks are going to Milwaukee to face the Bucks. The Knicks come in at 23-22, and the Bucks come in at 29-15. I'm gonna go with the Bucks here. Give me the Bucks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Detroit Pistons going to Washington to face the Wizards. The Pistons come in at 12-32, and the Wizards come in at 15-28. I'm gonna go with the Detroit Pistons here. Give me the Pistons to win this game on the road in Washington. Next up, we have the Houston Rockets going to Minnesota to face the Timberwolves. The Rockets come in at 12-32, and the Timberwolves come in at 11-34. These two teams played today, and the Minnesota Timberwolves won, but I think this time the Houston Rockets will get revenge on the Minnesota Timberwolves, so give me the Rockets to win this game on the road in Minnesota. Next up, we have the Chicago Bulls going to San Antonio to face the Spurs. The Bulls come in at 19-24, and the Spurs come in at 22-20. I'm going to go with the Spurs here. Give me the Spurs to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Dallas Mavericks going to New Orleans to face the Pelicans. The Mavericks come in at 23-20, and the Pelicans come in at 19-25. I'm going to go with the Mavericks here. Give me the Mavericks to win this game on the road in New Orleans. Next up, we have the Boston Celtics going to Oklahoma City to face the Thunder. The Celtics come in at 22-23, and the Thunder come in at 19-25. I'm going to go with the Celtics here. Give me the Celtics to win this game on the road in Oklahoma City. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies going to Utah to face the Jazz. The Grizzlies come in at 21-21, and the Jazz come in at 33-11, and the Utah Jazz are a 10-point favorite in this one. These two teams played today, and the Jazz won today, and I'm going to pick them to win again. So give me the Jazz to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Philadelphia 76ers going to Los Angeles to face the Clippers. The 76ers come in at 32-13, and the Clippers come in at 30-16. This is a really good game right here, and I'm going to go with the 76ers here. Give me the 76ers to win this game on the road in Los Angeles. And the final match of the day, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers going to Sacramento to face the Kings. The Cavaliers come in at 17-28, and the Kings come in at 20 and 25. I'm going to go with the home team here. Give me the Kings to win this game at home. And that does it for today's picks for tomorrow's games. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please give me the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.